Dr. Umar recently told Nick Cannon that polygamy was started by Black women. Dr. Umar said, because from a matriarchal perspective in African culture, Brother Nick, it was the woman who created polygamy. That's my best Dr. Umar impersonation. I'm sorry, that's all I got. It was the woman who said that men are going to have more than one wife. And do you know what they did? Why they did that? Because they came from a principle of Ubuntu? Okay, whatever. I am because we are. What are your thoughts on his remarks in your best Dr. Umar voice? Al, go ahead. What do
You
you
know
think
I don't
about
have no Dr. Umar voice. To me, Dr. Umar makes a lot of sense, but in this case, it's not making the best sense. All right, Dr. Umar, we can say in that particular tribe, maybe the women, they didn't create it, they practiced it. We know that the creation of polygamy was long before it spreads wider than just the continent of Africa. So let's be very clear. You misstepped on this one. Now, if you're talking about a specific tribe, maybe in that tribe, women did practice it, but they did not create it. They instituted the practice of polygamy, but they did not create it. Now, this is the rub with me on Dr. Umar, especially when he sits with Nick Cannon. Dr. Umar comes across as being easy on Nick Cannon because Dr. Umar is very loud and clear that he doesn't like biracial relationships. And Nick Cannon has 6 baby mamas, 12 kids, but mostly 4 out of the 6 are not of African descent, correct? So I just want to say to him, you need to hold Nick Cannon to the same fire that you hold everybody else, because this trying to please him and try to justify his polygamy does not make any sense, and it's not even with your brand.
Okay, Armand, what are your thoughts on this? Do you have a Dr. Umar voice?
Ungawa Black Power, speak truth to power, my black brother. Okay, they did that in the Africas, and the man is keeping their tradition.
Okay, that's more Simon Gabadia.
That's more African, not Dr.
Simon Gabadia. That is Simon Gabadia.
Okay, so listen, they got many wives. And hey, listen, many wives. The women were with one husband, and they all had these women lined up and was with that one man. So you know what? There's some truth to that. But if I'm being real, I just feel like, men kind of use that stuff because they want an excuse to have to cheat and be with different people, but he did make a point and say, hey, if women weren't, with polygamy, then why are so many single women willing to be the mistress to a married man? So don't act as if you are not about that life. You just don't want to be caught or held accountable. And I think there's a conversation there.
I was with you with the whole excuse thing. I do think I agree with that. Oh, it's my religious background. It's my culture. It's from where I'm from. I'm a Nigerian prince. Okay, everybody's a prince. How many princes are there? I think it's definitely an excuse. I don't know who created it. I really don't think it's in our nature to want to share. I think we have gotten to a place of necessity where it's either share or have nothing at all, because the ratio is so horrific these days. There's not a lot of single available straight men for Black women to be with. So, I mean, I'm still not going to do it. But Dr. Umar, you just tickle me when you talk. Like, I don't even take half the stuff seriously that anybody really says anyways. So I just enjoy the accents. And what was that accent again, Armand?
I don't know. It's my African accent. But to your point, I don't know. These days, I'm going to be honest with you. I don't know how many men are straight these days, because on my little vacation,
none.
It's been so many boys that I ran into that got girlfriends that didn't know that they was in Mexico, and now they're I guess they're bisexual or bi or fluid. But I don't know a straight man anymore. I don't feel.
What?
I thought I did, but. These men are some titties.
There are a ton of straight men.
Straight men are giving unicorn. It's giving Pegasus. It's giving Loch Ness.
Why do you say that? Why do you say that?
I don't see a lot of that. I don't see a lot of like totally straight men. I see a lot of fluid.
What is a total straight man?
Yeah,
a man
What's a total straight man?
That only deals with women. That only is in a heterosexual.
So you're saying to me that what's the percentage? How many are not straight anymore in America?
Shoot, I don't know, but I'm trying to find a straight man. I'm looking for the hoe. Where they at? I don't know. I don't really see a lot of them out there.
You got your man right there in making your drinks right there.
I don't know what you talking about. This is my hand making my drink.
So I'm not being nosy, but is KJ straight?
Oh,
KJ is very straight. He's also my ex-boyfriend.
So there you go.
I haven't had sex with him in 2 years. Like, he's my ex-boyfriend though.
Ask him if he got any friends.
I'm gonna ask my ex if he has a friend. Hey, KJ, you got any friends you can hook me up with? Al, think that's a great idea.
Yes, yes.
And make them straight. Tell him, make them straight. Because you don't know any straight ones.
I'll be with his friends. Anyway.